Oh, hot as balls again today. Even Terrafugia is sweating. Longboy loves it. He's born and raised in SoCal. You know, height of the quarantine, trying to stay busy, trying to make some useful content. I got 100,000 miles on this guy now, and you know, little stuff like this needs to get fixed, so we'll get this buttoned down today. I do have some Endlinks here. World's longest part numbers here, but these are Mazda OEM Endlinks. There's the real part number there. B37F34170A. I don't have a modified suspension, so I'm sticking to OEM. These are the rear Endlinks here. B37F28170B. And then I found these on eBay, which are incredibly useful for our issue with the body panels falling off. GD7A50EA. I'll link to all these in the description here so you can easily find them on Amazon. But that's gonna be today's maintenance on the old girl. We're gonna have to take the front wheels off. We don't have to take off the rear wheels to do the rear end links, but let me give you a little sneak peek here. You see that guy right there? Yeah, this is trashed. Look at that. I can just twist it with my hand. Absolute garbage. I'll take a look at my bushings while I'm under here as well. I got a hard on for bushings at the moment since I did all that work on Longboy, and it made a huge difference. Yeah, these end links are toast, man. I don't think they should be doing that. I don't think you should be able to grab them with your hand and twist them around. Okay, let's give her a quick stabilize test here. Yeah, she's fine. All right, let's do the front end links first here. First thing we got to do to get at these guys is remove the front wheels. .21mm. What we're looking at here is these guys link up to the sway bar. You can already tell this is housed. So that's where they link up there. Then they hook up right here behind the brake line bracket. I don't really get a sense that they're all that bad, but you never know. And then on the other side, kind of got the same thing happening here. Just a little worn out. And I'm wondering if they're not hitting or something's not happening over here. So I just got a little bit of a noisy front end. And all the cool kids are saying it's the end links. Let's get to it. I'm gonna just try to zip it off with the old, this might be bad though. Maybe I should PB blaster. All right, 10 seconds should be enough time. Let's try to zip her off here. See if it'll work. Alright, well, the extension wasn't very happy, but she came right off. When I went straight to the socket, I don't think I could fit it in down here though. So, the right way, folks, 5mm and 14mm. Absolutely obnoxious. So let's inspect the old part, shall we? Seems all right. Let's compare it to a new one. All right, well, I had my hopes up, seeing as how some of these boots are a little messed up, but now that I have them out and I'm feeling them, I don't think this is where my noises were coming from. When in doubt about reassembly, check the other side. All right, so that end's coming this way, the lower end is going that way. It's gonna be one of those days. Not really so much fiddling going to be needed here because I've got stock suspension and stock sway bars and everything's stock, so it's just going to fit. Won't have to worry about any of that lining your sway bar up when it's under load stuff that some of the other guys have to talk about. There it is. It shouldn't be nearly as painful as it was to get it off. Yeah, that feels like it's about 40 foot-pounds. This one seems to be tightening nicely without the need for the Allen key as well, which is good. Yeah, she's on. But POV guy, why don't you torque it properly? Fine. 40 foot-pounds. Yep, it was 40. This side is much more cooperative. Maybe I should have let that PV blaster soak in on the other side a little more. They're a little worn. The boot's busted. This one's pretty flimsy. There's not really any play in it, but it's definitely flimsy. And then this one's got some sort of weird feel to it. Is it the culprit? Doubt it. Like an OEM factory part. Let's go with the number 1. No, that's not enough stank. That might be. Yeah, that's definitely 40 or more. Okay. And now we're going to try to get this guy up to 40. Let's go with a little more finger tightening though. There we go. She's on there. All right, got the end links in, torqued down. Let's get these wheels back on. I'm actually guessing it's a 17. It is, but then the top is not. It is probably a 14 again. Yep, 14 on top, 17 on bottom. All right, same treatment as last time. Give her a little. We'll let it soak in for a few minutes. $14 mil. All right, that was a little time consuming. Let's see if we can't bust this bottom one off. super fast. 17 millimeter. Yeah, buddy. Try to zip this one off and see if the whole bar will pivot. There we go. So now the whole bar pivoted. These don't feel too terribly awful. This one's a little loose, but not really any play. There's a little bit of play in this one. So let's just jam these on here. And then, in an ideal world, you've got the chops to line both up as you move the bar up. There we are. All right, then we take our bolts, thread them back on. Might have to do this one the old-fashioned way. "40 foot-pounds right here. Feels like 40. And that one's 40. And then on these lower ones we need 60, which is about a level 3. There we go. New rear end links. Last thing I'm going to do today is take care of that saggy bumper trim. So your next notable part number of the day is part number GD7A50EA, and these are simply the little guys that hold the trim onto the bottom of the car. So all these little pieces here. Here's a great example right here of one that's missing. So we'll put her in and snap her on, and there we go. Let's see if she'll fit in this hole right here. I think this is actually a screw. Yeah. So might have to order some of these guys. There's another missing screw there. Looks like it might have actually broken off. Here's the big culprit right here. Now these little jobbers go right in here. Good as new. Yeah, she's factory now. Whew. It's hot as balls today, man. Guess all we got to do now is get her down safe. Take her for a spin. All right, old girl, nice and easy, nice and easy. Here she comes. Looking for X marks the spot right behind the motor mount. That's where the center of the weight of the vehicle is, and Mazda was nice enough to mark it with a big old X right about there. Come on down, Bessie. Ooh, that was fast. I bet you were waiting for me to forget to torque my lug nuts. 85. There we go. All right, so a lot of stuff we did today was a little annoying. It was just, you know, some of those annoyances that you have, some suspension maintenance, you know, 100,000 miles on the vehicle. Sometimes you got to do stuff like that. You know, a little bit of trim pieces start falling off of this guy, but she's a warrior. I've really tried to drive this thing into the ground, and it just hasn't worked. It's just a fucking awesome car. So, looking forward to taking a test drive and see if the front end's a little less noisy. I'm pessimistic that I fixed all the issues. I'm thinking it might actually be the bushings from the lower control arms. So I'm gonna take a drive, take a listen, and maybe we'll dive in and chase this noise just a little bit more in the future. But as it stands in the quarantine, I'm just looking for some small stuff to do to all the vehicles. Obviously, the Tesla's fine, although, do you see this? Do you see my shadow pointing right here at this trim? Yeah, that's weird. So, anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a day here, clean up, take a drive, and we'll see you next time on POV. Ignorance is taking over. Yo, we gotta take the power back. All right, so the test to see if the Endlinks did their job is, nope. You hear that clunking? Yeah, there's something up. Something is still up front.